Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be quite a short little video today to give you an update on where we currently are and what our plans are for the near future. Obviously we've been in lockdown since coming back to the UK from Portugal, so for a couple of months now we've been in the van, just camped out on the drive for Lou's mum and dad's house, basically just near the workshop where the van was originally built. We've been sort of totally isolating there in the van fairly strictly. You know, we've been sitting in the garden occasionally with Lou's parents, but at a distance, and we've only ventured out if we needed some shopping or for fuel. We've been keeping a close eye on all of the news all over the world on the current situation, and we've been thinking long and hard of what to do for our future travel plans. And I think under the current circumstances, I can't see this being over very quickly. I think it's going to be a long drawn out process, and I just think personally we'll be more comfortable if at the moment we stay here in the UK. So we don't have any immediate plans to venture back into Europe, and I think once all of the restrictions and the social distancing and everything else has been completely relaxed and it kind of is back to normality, then we would just feel much more safer being out in Europe. I think, you know, if we was to fall ill, for instance, abroad, you've got another load of problems associated with that, language barriers and so forth, and obviously health insurance, etc. So, you know, it's just putting ourselves at risk unnecessarily at the moment, and I think it will be safer for ourselves and safer for everybody else if we just stay put here in the UK. So that's what we've decided for the immediate future. Obviously, while we've been in lockdown, we've been chatting to a lot of you guys that are taking full advantage of furlough and you're doing your own van builds. I know a lot of you have been contacting me and asking me various questions and help and advice, which has been brilliant. I've really enjoyed getting involved and helping you guys out. A lot of the questions I get are on electrics, and I've been doing quite a few schematics for people, which has been really interesting. And I love to see all your photographs on Instagram and social media. So yeah, please do keep me in the loop on that. If my videos have helped you out at all and you're putting posts on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, please do tag me in those, because I really do like to see what you're getting up to. It's really interesting. So I think, as you can see, you might be able to see behind me, there's a little bit of a change of scenery here. We're actually moved away from Lou's mum and dad's. I've been offered a project basically to run. So while we're here in the UK and we're sort of on lockdown with everybody else, it made sense for me to make use of the time as well as doing the YouTube channel. And I've been offered a project which is working in conjunction with the current situation. I can't go into any details because it's quite a sensitive project, but if you like, it's a key project to do with what's happening currently at the moment. I don't know whether many of you know, but I'm a mechanical services design engineer, and I get involved in a lot of project management on large commercial buildings. And I've been asked to look at running a project here in the UK for the foreseeable future, which I've decided to take up. As it was a key project, we contacted the Camping and Caravan Club, spoke to their head office. They've been absolutely fantastic. They've been really super helpful, and they've actually agreed that we could stay on one of the campsites local to where the project is. Obviously, we're paying to stay here. I'm not, you know, this is not a freebie or anything like that. We're not using any of their facilities either. We're completely self-sufficient in the van. You know, we've got our own shower, toilet, wash facilities here. We generate our own electric even. I don't even need to be on hookup here. So we're not impacting their facilities at all. I'm not expecting to use their facilities. The only thing that they've generously allowed us to use is a water supply, which is an outside tap here. And obviously we can dump our waste into their waste system here. We completely respect all of the services here, make sure they're all clean and sanitised after, so there's no problems, and we social distance from any of the management team that's here as well. So yeah, the Camping and Caravan Club have been absolutely fantastic, and I just want to say a massive thank you to Nikki and all of the team at the head office and the management team here on the campsite where we are now. They've been absolutely brilliant. I do believe actually that the website is open for bookings from the beginning of July. I think they're looking into possibly opening up the campsites from July. So if you are looking to have a change of scenery, then maybe you want to check out the Camping and Caravanning Club. You will need to be self-sufficient, because I don't believe at the moment they're looking to open up any of the shower or toilet facilities, because obviously under the current COVID situation that is quite difficult to manage, and that may well change in a few weeks' time. But if you're looking to maybe go on one of their campsites, have a look on the website. There'll be detailed information there if you're looking to have a change of scenery. For us, it's been a breath of fresh air, really. It's nice to get into some countryside. It's nice to have a different view out of the windows than that busy residential street that we were on. So that's very welcoming. It's just nice to have a change of scenery and do something different. We still will be obviously doing the YouTube channel while we're here, because we're living full time in the van. So it's still relevant. You know, we're van life in the UK. Even though I may be working on Monday to Friday, we're still living in the van full time. We're still having to find accommodation in the UK, and we're still having to live van life. So it's all still relevant. And we're still working on a lot of videos as well. I'm working on an electrical video, which is a follow-up to the schematics that I've done. I'm doing some practical wiring tips and tricks basically, and we'll be doing some soldering, showing you how to connect your wiring together. So I've got that video to come out. We've got another financial video. Lou's put together all of the costs of our last trip into Europe. We were there for 5 months, and again we kept all of our receipts and expenditure for that whole trip. Lou's broken it all down into fuel, LPG, food, expenses, diesel, you know, whatever it might be. And we've got another very interesting video to put out on living expenses and travelling in Europe. So that'll be a good one to watch. I've got to finish off that little cigar box guitar build. I know that wasn't very interesting as far as the channel goes. It didn't get very many views, but it's interesting for me. It's a fun little project to do. And it kind of will be van related, because it's something that I can just mess about with here, you know, when we've got some free time in the van or around the campfire when we're out travelling again. So I've got that to finish off as well. And then lastly, what I want to do is I want to do another Q&A video. Obviously, we've been living in the van now for 2 years, and we've got a lot of experience of living van life, whether it be in the UK or whether it be travelling around Europe, day-to-day life in the van. So we want to cover that in a particular video. I also want to do another update video in terms of, would we change anything in the van? Now that we've lived in it for so long, what works, what doesn't work? Would I change the layout? Is there anything else that I'd do different in the van? I know we did one a while ago, but now we've had a lot more experience in it. I think there's a lot more things that I can add which would benefit you guys that are planning to build your own van. So we're going to do another one of those videos. And then lastly, what I'd like to do is, all of you guys that want to ask me a question, I want to do another Q&A video. So anything you can think of to do with van building, travelling, van life, whatever it might be, if you've got a question that you'd like to ask us and you think we could help you, then please drop that in the comments section below, and I'll do a dedicated video and answer all of your questions. I get lots of questions where a lot of the information and answers are already in all of my build videos, and I know there's a lot of videos there to go through, so I've organised them all into playlists. There's a playlist for the van build, there's a playlist for the SketchUp videos, there's a playlist just for the detailed technical videos. So if you're looking for some answers, please first just have a quick scan through those playlists. It should be obvious by the title and the thumbnail what that video is about, and then hopefully in that video you'll find a lot more detailed answers than I can just give you in a couple of, you know, sentences on a text message. You know, a picture speaks 1,000 words, so if you can see it on a video, I'm sure that will help you more. If you're still struggling to find the answer to the question, then please always do leave me something in the comments section below, and I'll do my very best to come back to you as soon as I can. And of course, if you have any suggestions for future videos that you'd like to see. If there's something in particular that I haven't shown on one of my previous videos and you'd like to see me do a video on that, or a certain aspect of van life or living in a van, or any other aspect that you'd like to see me do a video, then also please do leave me a comment below on that. And then lastly, I just want to say an absolutely massive thanks for everybody that supports our channel, for all you guys that watch our videos, for everybody that leaves a comment down below. I love reading all of your comments. Loads of you have been so supportive of what we've been doing. It really does make this whole process so, worthwhile. So please do look after yourself. Don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up if they've helped you. And I hope to see you on the next video. Cheers!